this is Larry Robinson with Prairieland FS, here for another Insight Minute today. We've been experiencing some cool and cloudy weather here for the last couple weeks. We've had some rain events. Corn's kind of a little slower in its development and its emergence, and we're seeing some yellow corn out there. Today we just wanted to share some insights that we're gaining off of some of the trials that we have out in some different locations. Today I'm in Winchester at our Winchester site, and you might see these flags here in front of me. This is a seed treatment trial that we're working with here. We talked earlier in our series about a seed treatment that we utilize on corn called ProEmerge. ProEmerge is got a nutritive additive, zinc and manganese, as well as some biostimulants, a growth regulator type product that helps with emergence and early root growth. And so you notice these flags here. Basically to my left we have the untreated product with no ProEmerge on, and to my right I have the ProEmerge treated seed. Basically this is 1/500th of an acre, and if you notice there's more flags here signifying more emerged plants. So we've got a roughly 30,000 equivalent per acre plant density here that's emerged versus about 12,000. So we definitely have a difference. In some of our other locations at New Berlin and at Milton, Illinois, we have the same kind of trial taking place. At Milton we had some observations there. Got there a little after emergence, so we really didn't get to see the difference in emergence and quickness of emergence, but definitely once we started digging and looked at roots, we definitely had a more length of root, and that root's out exploring and being able to take advantage of the nutrients that are in the soil. So we've seen some really positive observations there. And then if you actually look at that a little bit more in depth, you'll actually notice that the plant's just slightly ahead of the untreated product in terms of top growth, above ground growth. So we wonder what that's going to do as we move through the growing season. Could that possibly add some benefit when we're setting those ears and kernels around, and could we possibly pick up some additional bushels just in that little bit of growth difference early on when that plant might have been stalled out a little bit. Then when we transition and we look at some of the information that we were able to gather from the New Berlin site, we actually had a time-lapse camera there. So actually in the time-lapse video you can actually see the treated ProEmerge actually get up out of the ground quicker and more consistent in terms of a more even, more uniform stand than the untreated. And then in the flag study that we had at New Berlin, you definitely got to see definite population difference. That particular plot was dropped at 36,000. We realized that total 36,000 emerged plants with the ProEmerge, but on the untreated portion we only had about a 32,000. And when you stage that out over a time period, we had a much more uniform stand establishment. In the first 24 hours, it appears that we had almost twice the amount of emerged plants with the ProEmerge treatment versus the untreated check. So some pretty neat information that we wanted to share with you. We'll continue to track this through the growing season and see if there's any other observations that may carry out later in the season. But with the kind of weather that we've been having, it's pretty nice to see, and something that a grower may want to check out. We tend to be planting earlier and earlier every year, and we're getting some more inclement weather, i.e. cold weather. In our particular geography, we've had a couple of frost events occur on some of this corn. Granted, the growing point's below ground, but anything we can do to try to jumpstart that plant early on in the seedling stage, we hope that it's going to bring us some benefits in the long run. So that's all I have for today. I'll catch you down the road with another Field Insight Minute. Have a great day and be safe out there.